Welcome back everyone. As most of you know, the iPhone SE 2, the iPhone SE 2020 that came out last year, was a pretty good phone overall. For $400, it wasn't a bad phone. It wasn't really even like a super crazy good deal at that time either because of the price tag, but we were just kind of happy about it. We were kind of overhyping it. And as of right now, what I can tell you, I don't think the iPhone SE 2, the iPhone SE 2020, I don't think it's that great of a phone anymore. And I would probably recommend you all, if you have the money, going up an extra $100 and buying an iPhone 11 for $499 brand new, or you can also purchase like a used iPhone 11 for almost the same price as the brand new iPhone SE 2020. And the main reason for this is because of the phone that you're getting. The design of it really isn't that crazy good of a designed phone anymore compared to nowadays. I think at that time, in 2020, it was a new iPhone and that's what it was. And now when you look at all the other budget phones that have came out, those OnePlus budget phones, Samsung budget phones, those Pixel 4a, even the Pixel 5a, it's crazy the value of a phone that you can get for roughly around the same price as an iPhone SE 2020. Now, another big thing to keep in mind, let alone the body it being outdated and the performance chipset is already 2 generations old. It has a single camera setup on the back, no 4K on the front. You're pretty limited on so many different things. The main thing to keep in mind is that Apple hasn't decreased the price tag of the iPhone SE 2020. Now, why is that important? Well, technically, the iPhone SE 2 came out before the iPhone 12s. So realistically, it was that iPhone 11 kind of phone, to be honest. It was an iPhone 11 with 1 gig less of RAM with the same chipset as the iPhone 11 in that iPhone 8 body. And with the iPhone 12s, when those phones came out, the iPhone 11 actually got a price cut, so it went from that $799 price tag down to that $699, and the iPhone SE 2 was still stuck at $399. It didn't see a price tag. And now with the iPhone 13s that just came out, even though the iPhone SE 2 isn't 2 years old yet, it's already passed through 2 generations of new devices with price cuts. The iPhone 12s have seen a price cut, and the iPhone 11 has seen another price cut. But in this specific case, the iPhone SE 2 is still being sold at that $399 price tag, in my opinion, for no reason. Realistically, if it's following the same price cuts as the other iPhones, this phone should be probably $299. It should be $200 cheaper than what it was before. And in my opinion, this phone is really not worth $399. If you can buy one for like $199, $250, that's a little bit of a better deal. But there are some major concerns that I have with the iPhone SE 2. First of all, the battery life really isn't that great anymore. Now, I don't think it's a horrible phone, but for that price tag specifically, a $399 phone for 64 gigs, it's a really, really overpriced phone in my opinion. That body is another issue. It's already outdated, and with the iPhone SE 3 coming out, all these rumors are suggesting that it's probably going to be in the same body, and it's going to have potentially worse battery life. It's going to have that A15 chip, which is going to be great. So if you're in love with the iPhone SE 2, maybe going and waiting for the iPhone SE 3 could be another thing you can do. See if that one is a big improvement. But this thing, even the camera isn't really as great as it could be. That single camera setup on the back, it does have portrait mode, but it doesn't have portrait mode for animals or anything like that, which is another crazy thing. And the camera is good, but it's not amazing. Compared to the iPhone 11's camera, that is a much better camera. The front camera also only 1080p. That's a pretty big disadvantage when all the other iPhones that have came out actually do 4K at 60 and so many more resolutions than that. So even though the iPhone SE 2 I think is a good phone, it's not a good phone for the price tag. I think it's a good phone because of the performance and everything, but for $399 when all the other generations have already gone down in value, it really doesn't make any sense to me why Apple is still selling it for this price tag. And I'd probably recommend you, don't buy an iPhone SE 2. I'd probably recommend you to buy maybe like an iPhone 11 in the used market for around the same price as this thing, to be honest. So that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.